Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but now let's talk about Bonk token. If we're looking at the price of Bonk today, you guys can see it's up 6.8%. And if we're looking at the entire market as well, we're seeing the market turning back into green. A lot of altcoins right now are up quite a bit. So, definitely something nice to see, because the last 24 hours we did see quite a bit of red across the board due to BTC manipulation. But so far, things are starting to look great once again. And, Bonk seems to be like it's back to where it was. And, the dip that we saw over the past 24 hours seems like it never happened, which is really, really nice to note. So let's take a further look at Bonk, see what is happening, and of course, what are some next price targets we could be aiming for as we do go further into the week. So looking at the price, guys, still, about 4 zeros in front of the price, currently sitting at 1272. Up 6.3% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative. It's also up 7.4% in BTC comparative over the past 24 hours. And that's not what I want you guys to know. Look at the rank. Bonk is currently ranked at that top 80th spot in the cryptocurrency market ranking, with the market cap approaching that $800 million mark, currently sitting at $772 million to be exact. And the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at 117.3 million. At this rate, guys, the centralized tier 1 exchanges are more than aware of what Bonk is and what it's capable of doing. And I'm going to share some very interesting things with you guys that really show that the hype behind Bonk is not small whatsoever. So before we get into all that good stuff, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So let's take a look at this so you guys can see this for yourself. This was just yesterday, December the 10th, and this is where they're introducing the 12 days of Bonkmas. And you can see this for yourself: 924,000 engagements on this tweet alone. And this is something I've been continuously saying, that Pepe, a project that is Bonk's competitor at the end of the day, was lacking so much on, because their engagement was really, really high, just like how Bonk is. But they took advantage of that. They really took it with a grain of salt. They thought, this engagement will last forever. But we've seen, the engagement fall way lower compared to where it was as, the project launched. You never want to, as a meme coin dev, as a meme coin team, you never want to take, that massive engagement with, a grain of salt or, for granted, because it can be taken away from you in a snap of a finger. Another meme coin can come and literally take your spot. And something I like about Bonk is the unique way to engage. And this is exactly what I've been emphasizing. I literally can't wrap my head around this. This is what I mean: engaging with the community, giving back. Things like these attract new investors, attract people that might not even be looking at your project. And at the end of the day, meme coins all run off of community overall support and the hype factor. And Bonk is doing it perfectly. So shout out to the Bonk team, for actually taking care of their community and not just looking for their own well-being and pocketing off of innocent people. Because at the end of the day, guys, meme coins all are the same: a higher risk, massive risk compared to some other projects. So you need to treat meme coins like meme coins, as I've always said. So let's take a look at the price, because this is where the excitement comes into play. But before we get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So what I meant to say earlier was, basically where we did see the price, this retracement we saw, it seems like it never happened at this point, because, Bonk has rebounded really, really fast. So let's say you had some buy orders placed in, you somehow got lucky and had your buy orders filled in at this 99.89 zone. Guess what? We've seen Bonk go up 30%. You can't make this up. We've seen Bonk go up a staggering 30% over the past 24 hours. And I even think it's been less than 24 hours since we've seen this, huge move. So, this is showing us momentum. This is why I continue to say it's reminding me of the early Pepe beginnings, where slowly but surely we're trying to target that main level that a lot of people have their eyes on, which is that $1 billion mark. And I think it has everything set in place for itself to reach $1 billion plus a market valuation. We might start seeing it start running up to $1 billion, potentially seeing a listing coming in as far as Binance or some of the big boys listing, Bonk on their platforms, which could trigger the rally up to $2 billion, something similar as to what we've seen with Pepe. But remember, when Pepe was running at that time, we were still in, bearish zone, bearish territory for the entire market. So we need to keep these factors in mind. Times where we're in right now are totally different compared to then. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this is going to play out. But one thing you guys want to be looking at for the next few hours is this resistance right here. If the price of Bonk is able to clear this resistance, I'm projecting a new all-time highs. Yes, you heard that correct. So this resistance, which is exactly at 1326 zone, if this resistance is able to break out, look at how I've made this overall structure for you guys to understand on the hourly time frame. So this resistance obviously played out for us over the past 2 times as we were breaking out towards all-time highs. And even yesterday we tried to break out of here, but there was of course a rejection. So could this time be the time where we actually push above here and see new yearly highs? I think that is the plan. So, in the next few hours, maybe we do see the price start retesting, this resistance. And if it's able to break out of this zone, guys, I'm expecting new all-time highs. And speaking about an all-time high, that's only 19% away from its current price level. So if BTC pushes back up, if I'm showing you guys the Bitcoin charts, be very, very careful and, pay attention to the BTC chart. So Bitcoin needs to hold around this support line. A very, very critical support. I would like to see BTC at least trade sideways around this range, or possibly start pushing back up to the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. If it's able to do that, great. But we need to hold this support line, which is really, really important. BTC dominance, on the other hand, guys, you guys can see this for yourself, has pulled down compared to earlier, here, not this here. Let me show you the hourly time frame so you guys can see this for yourself. We are seeing a downward trend in the BTC dominance, which is causing a lot of altcoins to pump up and outpace Bitcoin right now. And that's why we're seeing a lot of green right now. So, I'm expecting some very excitement, coming out for Bonk in the very near future. And honestly, if it's able to break out of this resistance, we could even see an all-time high in the next 24 to 48 hours. Yes, you've heard that correct, because the chart speaks for itself. So that's that. And of course, once we're in all-time highs, there's no resistance, there's no support. Prices can go up as high as it wants. And I think this time around, if we're able to break out of this resistance, we will see a Bonk touch $1 billion mark, which is going to be historic, to say the least. So we're taking one step at a time. Obviously, time is going to tell. Let me know down below what you guys think. Do you guys agree with this overall take? Do you guys disagree? Let me know in the comments. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.